Ever have those days? You're just staring at your to-do list. You know what you need to do. Maybe it's send one email or start that project or even just do the dishes. But you physically can't move. What if I told you that's not laziness? What if it's a check engine light for your life? And what if the hustle money mindset we're all told to chase, that rise and grind mentality, is the very thing causing the breakdown? All right, so let's get into the why. We throw around that word lazy like it's a character flaw. But there's a huge difference between what we think is laziness and what's actually happening. The source I was reading for this video put it perfectly. Laziness implies you simply don't want to do something. But burnout means you can't do it, even if you really, really want to. That's the gap. It's not a lack of desire, it's a lack of capacity. And the symptoms of this capacity drain? They look a lot like what we call laziness. Like, ever had task paralysis? That's when you sit and just stare at your to-do list, knowing exactly what you need to do, but you feel completely frozen, unable to start. Or, what about the messy environment? Your laundry's piled up, dishes are in the sink. It's not because you suddenly don't care about having a clean space. It's because you are so depleted that you're literally choosing between showering and washing one dish, and you only have the energy for one of those things. Yeah, I have been there. It even shows up as social withdrawal. You cancel plans with friends you love because just the idea of interacting, even if it's fun, feels like it takes more energy than you have. So where does all this come from? How do we all end up this exhausted? For so many of us, it is a direct result of the grind or hustle money mindset. That always-on culture that tells us our value is tied to our output. The number one root cause is just burnout. It's not just a bad week. It's a state of chronic physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion. It's caused by prolonged, unmanaged stress from work, or your side hustle, or just life. Your battery isn't just low. It's in the red and struggling to even hold a charge. The other big one? Perfectionism, or the fear of failure. This is huge in the money and career world. You procrastinate on that big project, not out of laziness, but out of fear. You're so terrified of doing it imperfectly that your brain protects you by not letting you start at all. And here's the core problem. When we feel this way, our first instinct, thanks to hustle culture, is to just push harder. But as the guide says, that's like trying to fix an empty gas tank by stepping on the accelerator. It doesn't work. You can't fix exhaustion by working harder. You have to refuel. So, if we all agree we can't try harder, what do we actually do? The solution is to refuel and reduce the drain. This isn't about a giant life makeover. This is about practical, bare minimum actions to just get started. And I mean really redefine it. Rest is non-negotiable. But here's the catch. Rest is not doom scrolling on your phone. I know. That's a tough one. But scrolling is just low-level stimulation. It's not rest. Real rest is often boring. It's sleep. It's naps. It's sitting quietly, maybe staring at a wall for 5 minutes. It's giving your brain and your body permission to do absolutely nothing. That's how you actually recharge. This is the antidote to that perfectionism we just talked about. This is massive, especially if you have big money goals or career ambitions. We think everything has to be perfect. But a task that is 10% done is infinitely better than a perfect task that never gets started. Done is better than perfect. Your first draft, your first video, your first business plan, just let it be good enough and move on. I know, classic, and it's pretty hard. But it's the only way to be better, yeah? This is the antidote to that task paralysis, that freezing. Stop writing "clean the kitchen" on your to-do list. That is a huge project. Your brain just sees that and shuts down. Instead, write, "load one dish," or "wipe one counter." Make the task so small that it feels ridiculous not to do it. This isn't about cleaning the kitchen. This is about building momentum. If your big goal is start a side hustle, your first step is search one domain name. That's it. Okay, if a task feels impossible, just commit to doing it for 5 minutes. Literally, set a timer on your phone. You have full permission to stop after those 5 minutes. No guilt. But here's the secret. 9 times out of 10, you won't stop, because starting was the only hurdle you needed to clear. This one is the ultimate burnout prevention tool. A healthy money mindset isn't just about making more. It's about protecting your energy. You have to stop adding new things to your plate. You're going to get invited to a project, a meeting, a social thing. And you have to remember, no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain. You don't have to apologize. It's the most powerful tool you have to stop the drain. This all leads to the biggest mindset shift of all. You have to start practicing self-compassion. The next time you hear that voice in your head, that, "Ugh, I'm so lazy," I want you to answer it back. Say, "I am not lazy. I am exhausted, and I am doing my best. I need rest, not criticism." Because that feeling of laziness isn't your enemy. It's a signal. It's your body's check engine light screaming "Mayday" and telling you that something is wrong. It is almost never a character flaw. It's a symptom. A symptom that you're burnt out or overwhelmed or just deeply in need of rest. Feeling this way isn't a sign that you're weak or that you're failing. It's a sign that you have been strong for far too long. So be kind to yourself. You're not failing, you're healing. And on that note, let me know in the comments. What's one ridiculously small step you're going to take this week? Let's share some ideas and just be good to ourselves. Thanks for watching.